So I asked the universe for a sign and it gave me exactly what I asked, just not in the way I had expected. Okay. Hello and welcome back to another episode at Hailey Off the Record. So how is everyone doing? I hope you are well. I know Mercury retrograde, it's currently retrograding and there's a full moon going on. So are you okay? So we are episode 15 and today I want to talk about the power of manifestations. And literally nothing on this earth happened for no reason. That has been one of the beliefs I have had for such a long time. I'm not trying to be in my woo era or anything, but this is my interpretation of what I'm currently experiencing. And it's a juicy one. So sit tight. Let's get to it. So a while ago, I can't remember exactly when I saw this video. So I said, okay, I'll just try that out. When I journal, I have always have this lucky girl mentalities and affirmations. I had this belief that my grandma used to tell me because, she was very into like fortune reading and everything, that I'm the person that I backed up. Like in the sense, I have always been told that I have guardian angel, okay? I'm not trying to be woo-woo or anything. I truly realized the power that when you believe it so much, it's become reality because that's all you see. It's true because all these times, during the time when I was younger, right? When I was in high school, a lot of the time I thought I would end up in some ditch. But I'm here talking to you guys, so I must have, that has to be true, right? My guardian angels are looking after me. Back to my story before I rambled on. I asked the universe, and I speak this out loud. Give me a gift that is so loud, so obvious that I can no longer deny that it has been listening to me all along. And you know what I thought? I was sitting around waiting for like a surge of money to be deposited in my bank account. I was waiting for a surge of sale. I was waiting for this like, bam, I go viral, my business took off. Nothing happened and I kind of forget about it until recently. I'm recently at this gym, boxing gym, because this year, since moving back to Vietnam, I decided to doing things that break me out of the comfort zone. So I'm literally forcing my introverted self out of the shell. Okay, let me just get right at the start. This wasn't even my original options. I had signed up to a different gym first, but for some reason, there has been 2 times of scheduled clashes. One for me because, life be lifing, and one from them because they were having something going on that they need to move my trial. And after 2 times, I was like, nah, I can't be bothered doing this anymore. So I ended up choosing to go to the trial at this gym, which is literally at the back of my building. The lesson is I need to stop going across town to search for things when I can just look in my backyard. And I have moved back since January and I just started the gym since May. So it has always been at the back of my house. I've only just came across it because I decided to, let's just look in my backyard. And anyways, I met this person, right? Even I'm dumbfounded by the amount of synchronicity and sign. I have never been that much in my woo-woo era until now. But this person literally shared the same birthday as I am. This person sit at the exact opposite axis of the zodiac as I am. I'm a Taurus, this person's a Scorpio. And this person have like a bunch of planets placement in my planet placement. Like this person moon and Mars is the same as my Lilith in my personal vector. Things like that, okay? And this person is also an eldest child, just like I am. This person also come from strict parent background. This person share the same exact Chiron sign as I am. Chiron and Sagittarius. Like, what is the odds? What is the odds? To make it even more crazy, I was so dumbfounded by it that I have to chase back. And okay, not because I'm trying to look into things, but the first time I met this person, it fell on the 11th. 11th is my life path number. And it was 11th of May, which is the birthday of my first love. I'm like, okay, there has been like, chemistry and things. There's just more to meet the eye. That's the vibe I'm getting. But the thing that got me so troubled is that for the first time, I'm actually seeing myself through another person's lens. Since I moved back to Vietnam, I have had compliments randomly. Lady at the supermarket, a young girl from a food store, about my appearance and my look. And trust me, I have never felt like the pretty friend. I don't think I have ever been the pretty friend. I always felt like my friend was the pretty friend and I was just the smart one, the hardworking one. But that is so true to my eldest daughter Woon because I have always measured my worth based on my productivity, how much I can do, how much more I can achieve. So for the longest time, I could not see past that. And for the first time now, somebody is seeing me for just me. I don't know, maybe this is just some like unifications of elder children because you can pick up on that aura of a person. Like I can pick up if somebody is an eldest child because they just give off the same vibe as me. Maybe we have the same like coping and defending mechanism. I'm just so dumbfounded by it. What are the odds?
Why now?
Editing Hailey here. Just want to add to the story while I'm editing. Just the power of manifestation because the first time I met this person, I was literally wearing white and this person was wearing black. For me, since I started my healing journey and healing my eldest daughter the wound. I have got so far to stop measuring my worth and stop seeing my productivity based on, how much I can do for other people, how much I can provide, just external validations. And this person is literally working to the freaking bone. The textbook unhealed eldest child. So the contrast, this person was wearing black while I was wearing white. Not that I'm trying to look into symbolism or anything, but it's literally feel like I'm living in a goddamn movie. And to make it even more crazy, at the start of this year when I first moved back to Vietnam, I went ahead and got a tattoo that said life imitates art. Is this my power manifesting? Recently, I remember about that exact request that I gave into the universe out loud. And I was like, wow, is this like a spiritual awakening? Is this one of those moments where you realize that there is something magical? There is a higher power that we don't see. That's just my experience and my interpretation. It could just be me running my emotion and forcing my logic. But this is highly off the record. This is my thought before I edit it. So please bear with me. Also, when I sit with it, I really see that, I see the lesson. I haven't seen it, but I can start seeing where this is leading now. The universe is forcing me to see my self-worth. The universe is literally forcing me to be okay with receive. A little bit backstory. I have Airy Venus, so I am naturally addicted to the chase. So when I developed interest in anything, project, people, hobbies, I need to chase. I need to put that Airy Venus in full gear and just start chasing, start doing, start executing, which has been serving me really well and give me the life I do have now. I'm a doer. I don't sit around and wait for things. It's helped me with my business. It's helped me with my life. It's helped me decide, take risks fast, learn fast, continue to get better, which is great. But it doesn't help because it's bringing out my overgiving tendency, my overcompromising to trying to chase that external validation. And I can see now because I'm literally being put in a dynamic when I cannot chase. Even if I'm interested and I'm still like trying to figure out, is this just me being interested, infatuated, or am I dumbfounded at the first time being seen, being noticed for just me? Okay, maybe if you don't believe in all these woo-woo things and all these synchronicities, but literally the number, the same birthday, the same mirror sign, like this is my twin flame. The mirror theme, it's like out of everybody, out of the 7 billion people on earth, out of the 90 million people in Hanoi, how does the universe find this exact person with all of these synchronicity matching and mirroring me and put them directly in the proximity of literally my backyard, the back of my building? Mathematically speaking, this have to be like 1 in a billion chance. So that is when I started feeling like, okay, I see you, I see what you're doing. But one thing though I want to mention is that the more I think about this, because as a Virgo rising, I naturally analyze things. I need to read into things. I think that this is the lesson for me. I have to shift gear. I need to break apart in here because I have always been a person. I want to clarify everything. Everything needs to be black or white. But I'm being forced in this gray zone of, surrendering to things and just letting things unfold instead of forcing clarity. The same theme is what's happening in my business. When I sit down and I'm trying to force idea and force creativity, nothing come out. But when I sit down and I kind of focus on the feelings, do one task and the task next to it. Eventually, when I zoomed out, I see a full picture. I think this is the same here. I am meant to learn to just surrender instead of forcing the clarities. Clarity is not the point. The experience is the point. So I don't think the point is the universe is giving me a soulmate, a relationship. I don't know where this is gonna go. I honestly don't know if this is just all in my head, but the actions is very, very loud and clear that even I have questions. I have questions that I cannot ask. But I think the universe is using this person as a vehicle because honestly, this whole thing seemed like a freaking movie. The amount of synchronicity and the symbolism, I don't even want to get into it because you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm not, okay? I'm just a very analytic person. I think the universe is really using this person as a vehicle rather than this person is the destination. The destination is for me to recognize my self-worth and to trust my intuition because I have always been right. I picked up on this vibe. There is definitely something going on from this person action that I cannot clarify. This person's not making a move. I'm not making a move. Like, bro, I'm a Taurus. I'm gonna sit here forever. I'll be like looking at you like this. But that's not the point. And the fact that we are sharing the same Chiron, which means that we sharing the same kind of wound background. And I really think that's just really reinforced my logic that this has to be my twin flame because of the mirror theme, the synchronicities, and being from the same background. We're both eldest children. So we have very similar coping mechanism, very similar mannerism, belief in the way we react to things and the way we just work ourselves to the bones. I see it as a two-way street because this person is helping me me seeing my self-worth. So I do see that I play some parts in this person healing journey too. Maybe this person needs a healing journey, because healing from my eldest daughter wound, which I started doing this year, and just, finally putting myself first without feeling guilty and acting like the emotion manager of the whole world, trying to control everybody else in their mom's life. I have felt so much better. I felt so much more free. Of course, it's still hard sometimes to okay, that's not my problem. I need to let you have that experience. You need that lived experience. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to learn. I will always be here to support you and have your back, but I cannot catch you before you fall. I will be directly prohibit you from getting that experience, and that experience is going to be valuable for you because that is your lived experience, and we only get to experience this life once. And to break out of the belief that's letting people I love learn their own lessons and not trying to micromanage everyone and take responsible for the emotional world of everybody else, it has teaches me also to look deep within myself and see my self-worth and stop relying my self-worth on other people. How much I can make people happy, how much I can compromise, how much favor I can do to one person. And I think that's the whole lesson here. And that gift that I had asked the universe is literally this lesson. Seeing your self-worth and realizing it, that is not tied to any external factors. It's so much more valuable than just, a money suit. Because me, I will just blame it I've been consistent with my marketing. I will just let the marketing and the thing that I'm supposed to be doing on a daily anyways, take the credit for it rather than take the credits for the work that I put in and the power that I do hold. So to end off this episode, I just want to say that your self-worth, your self-intuition, it's so powerful. Sometimes you just have to ask and you shall receive. Also, stop underestimating yourself, because if this is truly my reality, and it is the way I interpret it, I have successful manifested to the universe. Do you feel? Do you see? You hold that power. You hold the power of deciding your reality. So ask and you shall receive exactly what you need. And keep on doing the hard work until you receive it. That is all just off the record, by the way. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you subscribe here every Saturdays for our self-appointed therapy chat. And I will see you guys next week.